Let me tell you about the time I made my first $10,000 in reoccurring revenue per month in business. Now, it's probably not going to be what you think. It's probably not going to align with how you would feel. But I'm going to tell you really quick, like, I went from really, really high, that feeling of just like really high to really low real quick. Let me explain to you what happened. So, again, I just said it was in my cleaning business, right? And in my cleaning business, this was something that I didn't inherit. No one gave it to me. I had to really create everything from the bottom, from the logos to the marketing materials, everything. I created this thing, and I went from literally having an idea to at the point where I'm talking about making my first 10 grand. It was a lot of learning that had to go, from zero to where I was at that point in time where I got to that 10 grand. It was a lot of learning. I make my first 10 grand, and I'm so excited. And let me tell you this, one of the things that I did learn along the way is that you really have to be careful with who you share your wins with. I'm talking about in real life. You need to really be careful who you share your wins with, because everyone's not going to be happy that you're winning. That's just what it is. So I was very particular on who I was going to tell that I made this money. And one of the people, that I bounce ideas off of, or that I go to for for certain advice on things, I reached out to my uncle. One, because he's my uncle, and two, he's been in business for a long time. He's made a lot of money, and $10,000 ain't gonna impress him, but it's gonna let him know, like, hey, your nephew's on the right track. He's doing what he's supposed to do. So I make the money, and I signed the contract. This would have put me at that over the 10 grand mark. And I remember the day. I remember how I felt. And I called him, and I'm on the phone. I'm, hey, what's going on, Unc? Hey, guess what, man? I just made my first $10,000 in business, and I'm feeling so like high at this moment. Like to me, shit, I might as well have been Jeff Bezos or something. $10,000 off of something that I created was a lot of money at that time. But what my uncle told me was everything that I needed to hear. Not only so much in that moment, but in that moment, and I still take some of the things that he told me then, and I still apply it right now. But the two biggest things that he told me, the first thing was, I really, really needed someone else to say it, which was, hey man, congratulations. He congratulated me, right? Which he should do. Like, I'm his nephew. He want to see me do good, and I want to make him proud. So he congratulated me, let me know he was proud, and all of that stuff. The second thing he said, and I will never forget this, he said, okay, you made your first 10 grand in business. I already told you congratulations. He said, but not only do it again, you need to figure out how you can keep doing it over and over and over. And after we talked and I got off the phone, I immediately went down, because I knew the work that I put in to go from nothing to finally get to my first 10K. I knew the work, and it beat me up. It really did. But the only thing that I had going for me, well, I had a couple things. Obviously, I made it so I could do it again. But I had like 5 or 6 notebooks just full of different ideas and things that things to try, and what can I do? And I pulled from a lot of those different ideas to get me up to that 10K. But I knew that a lot of the stuff in there, it wasn't going to be something that I could. I'm not going to want to go through and do all of this stuff over and over. So I got to be able to clean it up. I got to cut through all of this stuff to make it make sense. So on page 1, right, page 1 through like 5, I had a list of all of my goals and things I want to accomplish. And as I was going through, I was like, damn, I did that. I got through like 3/4 of all of the goals. And I'm going through, because now my mind is set on, going through this stack of information and then trimming off all the fat, taking out what didn't work and just keeping what did work. But when I get to page 5 and I get to the bottom of that page and I look at the what I wrote, right? This is me basically saying that, hey, I'm going to be at this point. I'm manifesting where I'm going to be. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, damn, you know what? I said, that actually came true. A lot of this is true. A lot of it came true. But the thing is this, what if I would have just stopped at page 5? What if I didn't go any further? What if there was never a page 6, 7, 8, 9, or notebook 4 or 5? What if I just stopped there with the manifestation? And this is why I say manifesting alone is gonna lead you nowhere. You have to put the work in. You gotta go through and do the work. So once I saw that, it immediately clicked. Like now I have to go through all of this and pick out the things that work and throw away the things that didn't work. So I go through and I'm gripping through stuff. Okay, that works. Okay, wait a minute. I remember doing this, but I did it a little bit different. So now I got to rewrite the note. And I'm going through, I'm pulling stuff out, I'm throwing stuff away, I'm getting ideas as I'm doing it, and I'm writing stuff down. I get through all of these notebooks. It took me a couple of days to go through all of this stuff and figure out like what ideas worked, what ideas didn't work, what new ideas I have, and what stuff I didn't try. So at least I'm down, went from like, 5 notebooks, at least I'm down to like 1.5, 2 notebooks. So I got this condensed version of all of this stuff that I've tried, stuff that I want to try. Now I got something new to go off of. So now I still kept, the all of the goals. I recreated more goals, the whole 9. But now the important thing is I got a whole new recipe. So I go through the recipe. And all I can hear, the weeks and going by and the days and the weeks and the months going by is I hear my uncle telling me, okay, you did it. Do it again. Figure out how to do it again. Figure out how to do it again. So it took me about 4 or 5 months to do it again. And I did it. I did it again. I'll go from the 120 to the 240. And I'm like, yo, this really, really works. So then I look at the notes that I have that, 2-page, a book and a half, 2 books, whatever it was. And I condense it down even further. I'm taking out stuff that doesn't work. I'm throwing away stuff that, I'm writing in stuff that works, throwing stuff out that don't work. And I'm shrinking it more and more and more and more. I get it to the point where now we're only down to a book, right? I'm down to a book. And now I'm going through. And then the next thing you know, I hit another 100. I hit 10 more thousand, right? So now I have even a short, I'm up to like 3/4 of a book. I'm going through and I'm just refining to the point where we get to where we are now, right? The whole point of this is this. It's just like I said a minute ago. You can't stop with just writing stuff down in a notebook or looking at your zodiac sign or whatever it is, right? Whatever your thing is, you can't just stop there. You have to put work in. And if you don't put the work in, then you're going to easily just bounce off to the next thing. You go from wanting to start a cleaning business to doing credit repair or whatever else is the thing at the time, right? And even with that, if you don't, follow through, if you don't create, steps or a blueprint, you're going to venture off to something else. And that's just the way it goes. The people who have success, the people who actually win, those are the ones who are grinding, who are putting the work in when everyone else is asleep, when no one wants to get up, no one wants to do it. The ones who are putting the work in, those are the ones that's going to shine. And then the money is just a byproduct of the hard work that you put in. So don't get caught up in just manifesting, man. No, you have to put in the work. If you put in the work, I guarantee that you're going to get the results. But if you got value out of this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Also, in the description, I have everything that you need. If you want to grow your business, start your business, everything is right down there below. And then also too, the appointment setting program is back. It's down there in the description as well. Guys, that is it for today's video. Like I say, in the game of business, spectators only watch, but hustlers get into the game so they can win. Guys, I'm always dropping jewels, but the only way to be in position to pick them up, once again, you got to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Marcus Crockett. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.